And we filed a patent and gave it a name and created a website, but then that's where we got stuck.
Okay.
We'd never brought a product to market, we didn't know what to do, and that's when we started the relationship with Tallwave.
So let's pause there for a second. You had a couple of very interesting points there. Well, one is SEO, search engine optimization. Some of our viewers may not know what that is, others may be very well aware. So we need to describe what SEO is basically and the value that it brings to a lot of the web development and websites that the commercial business has. And then the second, I must ask about your background because starting an agency requires, in my view, some artistic background and some very talented skills. So give us a little bit of background and then we can talk about SEO for a minute. Come on, Fionn.
I wouldn't say that I had a passion to do something different. I had worked for years, you can tell by my accent that I'm not from Texas, and I had worked for years back in the UK and Ireland for British Airways and Price Waterhouse, large corporations. So when I moved to the United States 14 years ago, and I eventually decided it was time to go back to work, I found out that you get 2 weeks off a year. Well, I'm from Europe, so that wasn't going to work. And I thought, well, the only way I'm going to get around this is to have my own business. So there's no big story about my motivation for having my own business other than I just didn't want to go into corporate America because it didn't seem like a very good idea to raise children and everything because I had young children. So that's how it started. And my husband, who's my business partner, is a very talented technical guy. And he knew search engine optimization. When he moved to the States 14 years ago, he was given a project to work on that web stuff, as it was called back then, to create a website for a large hotel company that would be found on the internet. And he was doing a search engine optimization before Google even existed, back in the Alta Vista days.
Yeah.
So he knew search engine optimization, I knew business, and we put the two together, and that's how we talked to some people, and they said, if you know search engine optimization, that's going to be huge. It's going to be a growing industry. And I thought, huge, growing industry, that sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, so it was a great plan.
Yes, so I went online to mycorporation.com, and I formed a corporation in my kitchen, on my laptop, amongst the Cheerios. And that's how we got started.
Well, that's great. So let's move over to SyCara because SyCara has taken an innovation and has done something with it. So this is important for Dan now to talk about SEO and how SyCara got started. And if we can start with the definition of SEO and its functionality, and then you can move into describing SyCara.
Yeah, if we think about the search engine marketplace or the search engine marketing economy it's actually about $24 billion annually in just North America that's spent on search engine marketing. And up until recently, the majority of that has gone into what's called paid search. So the vast majority of that $24 billion gets spent on companies paying for clicks. They pay for sponsored ads, essentially sponsored listings that look a lot like a search listing that are on the top or the right-hand side of the page. What search engine optimization does is below those paid listings, there are always, and sometimes at the very top, if there are no paid listings, there are always what's called organic or natural search listings. And SEO, search engine optimization, is the process of getting ranked highly in those natural listings. And so there's a set of work that needs to be done in terms of your website. There's a set of activities that can be done to promote your website. All of that goes into what's called SEO today. And in the past, SEO was focused heavily on the pages. Now it's focused also heavily on what pages you link to, what pages are linking to your pages. It's a fairly complex process to get rankings. And what's happened is there's been an explosion in web content. So where a website in the past may have been a 10-page website, today it might be a 1,000-page website. There's just so much content that's online today. And so as a result, managing that kind of scale, managing 1,000 pages or 10,000 pages, very hard to do without some technology. So the timing was great for SyCara as Elixir had built this great tool set to then take it and make it an external tool set that other agencies and big brands and other companies could take advantage of. And the location here in the Phoenix area is great because there's a lot of talent around search engine marketing. Companies like iCrossing and PM Digital and other agencies that have search engine marketing focused professionals here. So there's, in addition to Elixir, there's a number of companies that focus on search engine optimization here. So there's talent, there's a focus around search engine marketing, and it's been a great place to start this company.
You know, I heard in that conversation proposition value, and obviously it's important for the prospective customer to hear what that value is. Could you further dot out for us what that value proposition is? I mean, I already heard it. But outline it so that those that are watching us say, "Wow, that's what I need." As an example.
Well, with SyCara, we describe SyCara as a tool built by SEO, search engine marketing professionals, and for search engine marketing professionals. So it's really built as a tool to help people that do this on a day-to-day basis to do it more effectively, more efficiently, and with better return on investment. So SyCara has various parts of SEO automated. It doesn't take away the need for an agency or for an SEO professional, but if you're in an agency and you're doing search engine marketing, it helps you dramatically to do things faster and with greater scale. So again, back to that 1,000-page example, if you have a 1,000-page website and you're just a single person without any tools and you're trying to optimize that site, it will just take you an incredible amount of time and hours and effort to do that. But with SyCara, we try to automate every step of that process. And one of the first things that we added when we were launching SyCara, when we formed a separate company, took that technology out of Elixir only and formed a separate company around it, we built in workflow, or the ability to do sort of project management, task management, and collaboration across an agency. So there's different roles within an agency. There's different roles that people have. Each of those people need to collaborate, and they need to assign tasks, and they need to see, did the other person complete their task within this process. SyCara enables that kind of collaboration and that kind of project management, as well as automating other parts of the process. So it's a very efficient tool set for agencies and for SEO professionals to help them do their jobs better, faster, and with a better return on investment for clients.
I heard that, and if I could put a couple of summaries to that. One was